Welcome to Facts, Food and Fauna. Today, we're diving into an intriguing topic: why American farmers avoid eating invasive animals, even when these species pose a threat to ecosystems. This is a fascinating blend of environmental science, agriculture, and culinary culture. Before we get started, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Facts, Food and Fauna, and leave a comment on what invasive species you've heard about. The problem with invasive animals in the U.S. Invasive species are non-native animals that disrupt ecosystems, harm native species, and even cause economic damage. In the U.S., species like feral hogs, Asian carp, Burmese pythons, and green iguanas are wreaking havoc across the country. While invasive animals might seem like a free source of protein, farmers and many Americans avoid eating them for several reasons. Let's uncover these surprising insights. Why farmers don't eat invasive animals. Health and safety concerns. 1. Unregulated diets. Many invasive animals consume harmful substances like pollutants or pesticides that accumulate in their bodies. 2. Unknown toxins. Some species, like the cane toad, carry natural toxins that can be deadly to humans if consumed improperly. 3. Parasites and diseases. Invasive animals often harbor parasites or diseases that can infect humans or livestock. Complex processing and handling. 1. Unlike farmed animals, invasive species require specialized butchering and preparation methods. 2. In many cases, these animals are unpredictable in size, quality, and texture, making them less appealing to farmers used to standardized livestock. Economic and logistical issues. 1. Farmers focus on raising marketable, high-demand animals. 1. Processing invasive species doesn't guarantee profits or a consistent consumer base. 2. Creating an infrastructure to harvest, test, and distribute invasive meat isn't always feasible or cost-effective. Cultural resistance. 1. Americans are less likely to view invasive species as food compared to some cultures. 1. For example, green iguana meat is popular in Central America but has limited appeal in the U.S. Ecological priorities. 1. Farmers often focus on eradicating invasive species to protect crops and livestock. 1. Consuming them isn't a reliable solution to control their populations. 2. Encouraging invasive consumption could unintentionally lead to farming or breeding these species, worsening the ecological imbalance. Examples of invasive animals in the U.S. Feral hogs. 1. Found in over 35 states, feral hogs cause $1.5 billion in agricultural damage annually. 1. Despite being edible, their unpredictable diet and high parasite load deter widespread consumption. Asian carp. 1. These fish are a threat to native aquatic species and ecosystems but are underutilized as a food source due to their bony structure and lack of market demand. Burmese pythons. 1. In Florida, Burmese pythons are decimating native wildlife populations. 1. While some adventurous chefs have turned them into dishes, the risk of mercury poisoning is a major concern. Green iguanas. 1. Invasive in Florida, these reptiles damage infrastructure and vegetation. 1. While they are eaten in some countries, they haven't gained culinary traction in the US. Potential solutions: culinary education. 1. Raising awareness about the safety and preparation of invasive animals could increase their acceptance as food. 2. Innovative recipes and partnerships with chefs might transform invasive species into culinary delights. Government initiatives. 1. Programs to test and certify invasive meat for safety could encourage sustainable harvesting. 2. Creating incentives for businesses to process and market invasive animals would make them a viable alternative. Sustainable harvesting. 1. Supporting controlled harvesting methods ensures population reduction without encouraging invasive farming. Alternative uses. 1. Invasive species can be repurposed for non-food applications like pet food, fertilizer, or biofuel. Impact on the ecosystem. Avoiding invasive species as food may seem counterintuitive, but it reflects a careful balance between health, culture, and ecological priorities. Farmers and environmentalists agree that while controlling invasive populations is crucial, turning them into a mainstream food source poses significant challenges. Interesting facts about invasive animals. 1. Feral hogs can reproduce at an astonishing rate, with a single so capable of having 12 piglets twice a year. 2. Asian carp are known to leap out of the water when startled, making them a hazard for boaters. 3. Burmese pythons in Florida are so prevalent that the state hosts annual python challenges to remove them from the wild. 4. Green iguanas can regrow their tails if lost during a fight or predator attack. Thanks for watching this deep dive into why American farmers don't eat invasive animals. If you learned something new today, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to Facts Food and Fauna for more fascinating insights into the world of nature, farming, and wildlife. Let us know in the comments which invasive species you find the most fascinating.